Hi there, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to try to make it quick, but I'm going to show you guys how to um, make an image bigger than the mat. And I know that sounds confusing, but I'll show you and you'll be so happy because sometimes we feel limited by having the 12 by 12 mat, but don't be so discouraged. All right, so I'm going to go right into a new project. And this is the Scan and Cut Canvas.brother.com website. And you have to, as far as I know, the best way to use it is through Internet Explorer. So, okay, so we're right here in the screen. We have our mat right here, our virtual mat. And I'm just going to go right into SVG. And I'm going to choose a file that I purchased on Etsy. And it's called Ornamental Dividers Bundle. Click Open. Click OK. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just use that one right up at the top. So I'm going to take all the rest of these and delete them. And so you just click on the mat with the left clicker, and then you go up to the ones, highlight the ones that you want to delete, and choose Delete. And then there you go. You have your one that you use. Okay, so normally this is where we feel limited, right? Okay. I'm going to print out both or cut out both of these so you can see difference just for fun, but you're going to love this, I promise. Well, I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you're going to love it. You're probably going to already say that you know how to do this. So, but for me, it was a really kind of a cool breakthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and choose small divider. And I'm going to have it downloaded to my desktop. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to save both of them to my desktop and then take them over to the machine at the same time when I'm ready to cut them out. But this way we don't have to stop and cut them out and then start the video over again. So, or not over again, but start it again. Okay, open folder. Small divider. I'm going to take it over here to my desktop and just drop it. Okay. And now we're going to go back in here, and this is the fun part. So we think we're limited to this width, right? But Canvas allows us to turn it sideways. And even though the dots will go outside, it still lets us make it bigger. So now we have this big giant flourish that we can use. Okay, and you can just manipulate it however is best. And as long as the black mark of this doesn't go over the red, it still registers in there. So now instead of being stuck with just a 12 by 12, you have a 14 by 15 or 14.15 by 13 by 57. So you've already gone outside of your 12 by 12 that you felt stuck in before. Okay, so I'm going to call this one large divider. Ooh, not decider. Oops. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about too many things at once. Okay, I'm going to download this. It's going to bring up this screen right here. I'm going to choose download to PC. Excuse me. I'm going to choose save and then open folder. I'm going to take a large divider and I'm going to bring it over to the desktop. Okay, and then I'm going to close. And just as another, if you don't have any SVGs, if you just want to use a JPG, let's go here. And I have a bunch of really cute Oh, you'll see in a second. Cute graphics that I've been in love with lately. So like this damask. So I really like these ones, and I've, done a bunch of different stuff with them with all their colors. But so let's say you want this one. Like I love this one so much. And while we're waiting, we're going to choose color, remove background, and let's get our number of colors down to 2. And now this image might be too small, so it might not pick up everything. So in that case, see, it has to be about 10 inches by 10 inches generally for it to pick up everything. And that's a tip that took me a while to figure out, but sometimes whenever it comes up, see these little dots, it's probably not going to pick up at all. Yep. And down there, it didn't pick them up, but it did a pretty good job. There's these little arches that go over the top of the flourishes there that it wasn't picking up. So let's choose a different file. Let's go back in there, and I believe that I saved it as a 10 by 10. I also reduced the colors using my digitizing software for embroidery. So if you have a way to reduce the colors down to 2, you'll do much better and have it the size brought up to 10 by 10. And I used paint to resize it. Okay, so it's 10 by 82, 10.01, and it's still not going to get everything, but it's going to get most of it and more than what the other option would have been. Okay, so it still missed those little ones up there. So let's click OK. All right. And I don't know if you ever get these double cuts. I get them a lot and it's so annoying, and I never understood how to get rid of them. I don't know why they happen, but okay. I do know that if you click on the dark, you can tell where they are going to be because they're dark over the top of things. Just click on it and choose delete. 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 And now if you choose something and you delete it, you can, and you didn't mean to, like let's delete. Oops, just go up here to undo. All is well. Okay, so here's our big old flourish. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out so I can see. I wish when you zoom back out, it zoomed back out to the default that they start you up in. Okay, so they're all going to be separate files, so you can't like grab it and change it just yet. You have to either choose this option where you drag it across the entire image and then edit and then choose group, or you can come in here and choose edit and then choose group. Either way, you want to make it into one big thing so that you can use it, right? Okay, so right here, this is as much as we're normally allowed to do. It's as big as we can probably get it on our mat, right? And keep the shape of it for the most part. We can go wider, but we can't go taller. And it seems like a silly little thing, but you just twist it a little bit. And there you go. You can have yourself some height. You can widen it. And as long as your blacks don't touch the red line, your black lines don't touch the red lines, you're awesome. So just keep making it big. Okay, so same concept. Just keep playing with it. Make sure that it doesn't touch the red lines. And now you have your flourish that covers the entire mat instead of just that little spot where you could have made it fatter but not taller. So I'm super excited about this. I'm going to save this because I just think it's pretty. Large damask. Download. All right, so in a second, I'm going to cut everything out and show you guys the differences. I'm not going to cut out this last one because it's probably going to take about 15 minutes to cut out, but I'm going to cut out the 2 dividers that we did to begin with. Okay, large damask to the desktop. Okay, and I'm going to close all of this, and I will see you guys in a minute. I meant to show you guys how to get the files from the computer onto the machine before I started cutting. So I'm just jumping in real quick before I show you the cut files. Okay, so I don't know how you would open up folders in your computer. This computer is still really weird to me. I'm so Windows XP oriented, and I love that era of Windows XP where you could just find anything you want. But on here, I had to save it on just a random folder on my bottom so that I could always bring up a folder. So whenever you bring this up, my files are on my desktop where I save them. Excuse me. So double click on desktop. And then I'm going to look for the files I created. For some reason, I can't think of it in my brain right now. Oh, small divider and large divider. There they are. So let's go ahead and click on these 2. And I'm going to bring it over to the removable disk. Okay. And that is my scan and cut right now. And I have my scan and cut hooked up with my embroidery machine cord that came with my Brother SE425. They work awesome together, except I can't do updates with them. I still have to use a USB, and those things are just, I had one and now I don't. I think they grow legs when you're not looking. So I hope that that's something that Brother changes in the future where it's easier to update, excuse me, update the machine. Alrighty, so I just wanted to show you guys that's how you do that. And you can click into the removable disk. I'm so sorry. You can click into the removable disk and see that they're both in there. Okay, so I'll be back with the video with the rest of the video. Thanks. Okay guys, here I am with all my stuff. My mat is getting pretty dingy, even though I clean it pretty often. It's just getting old from lots of use, but I don't know why I'm telling you that. All right guys, so what I have here is some contact paper. I love contact paper because I can practice and practice and practice and practice and then recycle it, and I don't feel like I'm wasting money and good vinyl and stuff like that. And it actually feels a little bit easier to work with for me. Okay, and then my blade, I keep it a little bit under 1. Okay, and then I have my spatula from the Pampered Chef, and I have just my 12 by 12 mat. Okay, and of course the beautiful machine. I love my machine. And here are the settings that I'm running. I've learned on intricate cuts, you want to slow down your machine as much as you can, and you want to take the pressure off. It's still going to cut, it's just not going to cut as deep. And it's not going to push as hard. What I was getting was, it was pushing and pulling, and so I kept getting, let's see if I can find an example. Yeah, I have an example. So before I change my settings, this is what I was getting. So this is what you're getting when you're trying to do something really intricate, which our machines are created to do, and then you feel frustrated because you know that our machines should do it, so then it feels like it's you, but really it's just the settings. So that's what happens. So bring your pressure, I don't know if you have to go all the way down to -2. I cut some stuff out at -1. I just put it down to -2 to see how it would affect my last project, and it didn't really do anything differently. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and I'm going to put it up to cut and put some music to it and put it in fast motion. Since I figured out how to do that, I'm so excited to use that. Okay, so here we go. Get rid of this thing. Let's do the small one first. Okay, and contact paper comes in, contact paper comes in, I think, yeah, obviously 18-inch pieces, and 18 by forever long, and so you have to cut it down, but it's perfect because it gives you if you cut it down to 12 inches, it gives you a perfect 6-inch piece to work with. So just scraping it on, and you can paint contact paper, you can hot glue onto contact paper, you can put contact paper on anything, and on foam board, you know, to make temporary signs, like, I mean, that's not temporary because I'm going to keep it, but isn't that pretty? And it looks so slick, but you know, it's all off center and stuff, so that's why it's here. But I just love contact paper for my cutting machine. Okay, so we've got that on there. Let's lift this up, and oh, let's go back to our home screen. Why won't it let me go back? Oh, just click OK, Stephanie. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and load my mat. Okay, and that little piece on the edge. Don't do that. All right, so I'm going to go, here, come with me. Okay, we're going to go up here to saved data. That's where our creations are. Okay, small divider, which is what we're all used to doing. This is done with the SVGs, so I didn't have to delete anything, worry about double cuts. So I'm going to click OK. And normally I would add a test cut, but I just did a bunch of these on contact paper, so my settings are already on there. So I'm going to choose cut, and it's going to tell me it's going to take 3 minutes. Okay, so I am going to set this down, put my blade back in, and remember to push this down. If you don't push this down and you try to cut, it's not going to cut, and you're going to be like, what's going on? That's what's going on. Alrighty, so I'm going to bring the lamp down because we're cutting on white. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and choose start. Okay, so let's take it off the machine, push that part up. We're going to take that off and grab our other piece. Okay, so we're going to go up here again. Come on. Focus. I think my light is too bright. Okay, there we go. So this is done. We're going to get out of here. Oh, well, we didn't have to do that. We're going to click the home button. We're going to click OK. We're going to go to pattern, save data, go here, and we're going to choose our biggie. I'm going to choose OK, OK, We're going to choose cut, and that's going to take us 4 minutes. Oh, I guess it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, so that's just going to go. Okay, I wish I had more dark space on my, whoops, on my table right now. I usually don't, but here you can see the difference. So there's the one you would normally get if you just left it up to what it looks like you can do in Canvas. But here's what happens when you twist your design just a little bit. It's not that big of a difference, but it can make a big, huge impact. I'm going to show you in my hallway what I did, and I'm super excited. Please forgive our house. We have a puppy and like a million cats and, you know, life. Okay, so here's the original design that I wanted to put over our restroom. It's pretty, but it's very dainty and small. And I really kind of wanted something bigger for that spot, but I sucked it up because that's what I had, right? But then I started playing and playing. I just painted my laundry room. And I was playing and playing, and I was able to make it this big. I made it really wide and made it really tall. So this is just another one that I've been working on, trying to place it somewhere, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So I'm just, you know, looking at it. But that was a little square tile that I was able to blow up. That had nothing to do with turning. It's just, it was already that, that shape. But I just wanted to see how big of things I can make. So I'm really excited about that specifically because I can take that down because it's just contact paper. I can take that down and put the big one up there that I want. So, alrighty, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.